Hi friends, today we are going to see about DNA replication termination, or we can tell it as the function of telomere and telomerase. Along with this topic, we can understand how aging occurs in our human body, what is telomere and what is telomerase, their structure and their components. So first, in DNA replication, we know we have two parent strands, all are running in 5' to 3' direction, and we have a new strand synthesis which is also running in 5' to 3'. If it is a continuous strand, then it is called a leading strand. If it is a short fragments, then we can call it as this as a lagging strand. All this DNA replication explanation we have already shared in our other videos. So here we are going to see this as a brief so that we can understand what is telomere and telomerase and how it's going to function. So this is our RNA primer. So this is our RNA primer which is also running in 5' to 3'. The function of RNA primer is only initiation. So for initiation of a new strand, we need an RNA primer that will provide some sequence. Along with that, the DNA polymerase will elongate this strand. Hence for initiation we need an RNA primer, and for elongation we need a DNA polymerase. So this is very important to know. And next, once it is done, what it will do? The primer which is present will be removed off. So there won't be any primer and our strand synthesis will be complete. But there will be some space at its initiation site. Whichever RNA primer has been attached, once it is removed, that space will be there. So what is this? What is the name of this place? Or what is the name of this strand which is in parent strand? It is called as telomere site. There won't be any nucleotide sequence at this site. Why? Why there won't be any nucleotide sequence? We know a new strand synthesis can occur in 5' to 3' direction. Yes or no? So now what will happen here? So for a new strand to synthesize towards 5' to 3', we need a 3' hydroxyl group. Only if it is 3' hydroxyl group is there, it can elongate. Yes or no? So here there won't be any sequence after this. So we need one sequence here on both sides. So once if it is there, it can elongate in 5' to 3' towards the hydroxyl group. Similarly here, now this will become 5' and it will continues like this. Yes or no? Yes. So next we will see what is telomere, how a sequence is formed at this telomere site. Usually this parent strand which is elongated strand which have a telomere site with more of guanine nucleotides. So this guanine nucleotide will have almost 100 to 1000 repeats, and this is called as telomere repeats. So let us see an answer for few questions. Why there won't be any growth of strand in RNA primer delta site? Because as I already said, there should be some 3' hydroxyl N for a new strand to synthesis. But here the strand whichever has already synthesized will have the 5' end. Hence it cannot grow towards the 5' end. It has to grow towards 3' end from the 5' end. Since this is not there, there won't be any growth of strand at that site. Hence we need some external thing to initiate the synthesis. So that is how to promote growth in that site. Here comes an important enzyme called telomerase. So this telomerase, which has two components, will help in synthesizing the strand at that initiation site or at the telomere site. So next, what are the complications of telomere without telomerase enzyme? If there is no telomerase enzyme, there won't be any growth. If there is no growth, it will go for shortening of DNA. So if DNA is shortening in each and every cycle, it will go for stoppage of cell cycle, which we call it as aging. So this is very important. Now we will see what is telomerase. Telomerase is an enzyme which has a two component. One is the protein component and one is the RNA template component. So this RNA template will have a sequence which is complementary to telomere sequence. Okay, so now this telomerase, here we have one strand. So now this telomerase will come and bind at the telomere site. So now this site which I have enlarged here. So this site has the sequence TTGG, TTG. So now this telomerase will come and form a complementary bases at this site. So what will happen now? For this it is what? 5 prime. No, this is 5 prime. Yes or no? So this is 3 prime end. So at this it will short increasing from 5 prime to 3 prime direction. So the sequence will be produced. But what I have mentioned here is, am I right or wrong? We will remove this. Always a new strand should be synthesized in 5 prime to 3 prime direction. It should be like this. So this is 5 prime and this is 3 prime end for this telomerase. Okay, so the now strand is synthesizing in 5 prime to 3 prime direction. So similarly, during next and next cycle, this telomerase will move little bit towards the other end and the function of telomerase will continues and the strand lengthening will also continues. What will happen if this telomerase function stops, or if the telomerase function is discontinued, or if there is no telomerase? Then comes the shortening of telomere leading to aging of cells or organs. And along with that, this telomere end will have some more problem, that is external damage. Some kind of external environmental condition will cause this extended strand or the overhanging strand to damage. To prevent that, it will form a T-loop or a shelterin. So in this diagram you can see there will be a 3 prime overhanging which is going to bend itself and it is going to form a strand exchange with the complementary or the other strands. Okay, so hence there won't be any extended or a lengthened strand will be present. It has formed as a loop, there won't be any damage to the telomere site. So this sheltering will provide a protection to the end of the chromosomes, which we call it as telomere. So next we will see answer for few questions. Is telomere shortening is protective? Is it protective? Yes. How it is protective? It will give us a count on cell cycle. So with this we will know how much of cell cycle has occurred in each and every cells and whether is it normal or abnormal. If it is more of cell cycle than normal, then it will go for cancer. Hence, for a telomere shortening is protective in some cells, or it will give a checkpoint to the growth. Next, what is replicative cell senescence? So this is same as that what I have answered for the previous question. It is nothing but replicative cell senescence. Cell senescence means aging. So the replication itself has to stop at some point for the cells. So that stoppage will be occurring only due to lack of telomerase activity or no telomeres. So if there is no telomere or if there is no telomerase activity, it means cell age has occurred, cell aging has occurred, and hence there won't be any replication after that. From there the cell cycle stops. So can you give me some example for cells with high telomerase activity? Any one example? Answer is hematopoietic stem cells, because always our RBC and WBC are continuously producing in our body, in our bone marrow. For that we need hematopoietic stem cells. Hence, if the telomerase activity is very less in those kind of cells, there won't be any production of any bone marrow cells. Hence, there will be lack of RBC, WBC, platelets, everything. Hence, those cells has to be continuously multiply in our body till our death. So, that is one important example. So, fourth point, is telomerase function a benefit or risk? First, I have said, is it protective? For that I said yes. But is it always protective? No. Because if this telomere function is not stopped, or if it is high telomere production, high telomere function in some kind of cells, it will go to hypertrophy, or it can cause even cancer. Hence, this telomere function has to be stopped at some cells, but it should be continuous to till our lifetime in some cells. That has to be maintained. So, this is the concept of telomere and telomerase. I hope this will be useful to you. We will see about the other cell biology topics in our future videos. Thank you.